little bit of gamesmanship starting already today. You got to love it. Pre-game, the Muskego crew comes out and basically does this roaring cheer while the coach is trying to talk to the refs. And now, as you know, the Hudson Raiders can't even get on the field. They're playing the anthem. I just love it.
yeah. I mean,
something.
You know, you bring some swagger to the game.
Yeah.
And certainly there doesn't need to be a lot of hype here for Muskego, two-time state champs, 34-game win streak coming into this thing. They play out of the Classic 8 Conference, one of the best conferences in the state. So I am expecting we're going to have a fun game today. You know, I mentioned the drive down. The weather today is certainly much like you're going to see in August, early September. Hot day, playing mid-afternoon, 2 o'clock. How does that affect the kids today? You know, again, everybody should be in football shape, but you never know. All of a sudden, you might see some cramps out on the field. You might see, you know, kids that just get tired just from the heat. And I guess the good thing is for Hudson, we are wearing white jerseys today, so we'll see how that goes. But looks like Hudson will be kicking off here to start to Muskego, going from left to right. A couple of players you want to look out for on their offense. Alex Current, number 18. He's their big play threat. He was the Gatorade Player of the Year last year in Wisconsin. You also, we mentioned Hunter Wohlers, number 24. He's going to play offense a little bit, but mainly on defense. He's a Wisconsin recruit coming to the Badgers next year to play safety. So
Hudson will launch this one down to our left. Muskego will
nice
watch
boot.
that one go into the end zone. That will be a touchback.
So one of the things to look for today.
Flip-flop with you, sir.
One of the things to look for today here, again for Hudson, cannot give up the big play. That's going to be a big key here. You're going to see a little change on the defensive side. Hudson's going to actually be running a 4-3 today versus their 52, which they typically run. 52 has 2 outside linebackers, 3 defensive linemen. This will have a 4-3 with 4 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers. So
interesting.
Again, saw something on tape. I believe it was probably from the Arrowhead game. Arrowhead played Muskego earlier in the season and had some success with that defense. So Dylan Kraus, the coach's son, is the quarterback. He's a junior. You're also going to look for number 8, Bolski, the fullback for Muskego.
I'm going to whistle to start this one.
Got a false or delay a game there that time.
Interesting.
False start, Warriors.
You said Buski? John Bolski, number 8, the guy to watch. Okay, fullback.
Well,
got it.
number 18 and number 8. They're going to be the ones that get the primary load of the
Okay,
covers. One's going to hit more in the middle. That's your fullback, Bolski. On the outside, it's going to be 18, Current, and he's going to be running a lot in motion. It's important for Hudson to not over-pursue him. What I saw on tape is that he does a very good job of cutting back and being able to get big yards that way.
There you go.
There's Bolski.
Really low carrier.
Gillick
picks
on
up
the tackle.
About 6 or 7 on the play there.
So the other thing you're going to see on tape here too, or what you're going to see, it's how they line up is very interesting. You're going to see them on the offensive line a lot of times in a 2-point stance, which is where they're at right now. We'll see if they put their hand in the dirt. That time they did.
Oh, this is so interesting. It's a totally different look here. And very low on the carry. He picks up about 4. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Cade Sundin on the tackle.
Nice
so
job.
Big offensive line, right? I mean, you can see him down there. We know Holden Lukens is number 94. He's about 6'3", 240. That gives you a little bit of a comparison as you see these guys line up.
That's crazy.
So, again, 3rd and short here. They aren't going to pass much, so I'm expecting another run. Try to see if they can get the first down here on that.
You talked about
Here's that outside run. You got to turn that in. There you go.
Punched him up there.
Nice job. Sundin and Maury on the tackle. Looks like he just got just enough for the first down.
Yep, just about a yard over. So just picked it up.
That's the kid I was telling you about, that they're going to run that kind of misdirection or run those sweeps.
Sure.
And he's going to get outside. He's got some speed, much like Mateo Bonin. Mm-hmm. But, again, if they can contain him to 2-3 yards, it's the big runs that kill you, the big plays.
Right. So Muskego now on the 31 with a fresh set of downs. Oh, quiet on the field here. They'll run his man in motion.
There's a pass play.
Going to drop back the pass.
Got somebody there.
Fires
Get there, Nick. Turn around.
Gillick tried to get it out. Had good position there. Got a hand in there, but receiver just turned back, caught that one, just powered through it.
Well, very good coverage. You know, at that point, Nick was already kind of back in on the receiver, and just, again, got it just over the top, and big play that time. Picked up about 25 yards.
Big first down there from the 42 now. Muskego on the move. It's interesting how low they set up when they hand off. Another run up that left side. 20-plus yards down to the 20-yard line. It's like everybody's crouched over, right? It's
it's technique.
Yeah.
And so what you want to have with those linemen, whether it's offense or defense, you want to get the leverage on the guy that you're up against. And starting in a low stance, if they're trained right, that will give you that leverage to be able to get somebody back on his heels a little bit.
Sure.
The runners as well, you can see how low to the ground they stay.
Just crouched down. Got another
There's
whistle here.
That time.
Yep, on the Muskego squad, so we'll back that up about 5 this time.
So we don't have rosters. I've got it up on my phone. There's a lot of beef there on that line. It's hard to see what the numbers are, but, I can tell you, just eyeballing it right now, I got to say they look like they average about 230, 240 a guy.
Just big guys.
Across that line. Very big.
You looked in warm-ups out there, and it's noticeable. They're like a bunch of collegiate guys out there. So
yeah, they look like it.
Big bodies. So first down and 15 to go here.
There's that sweep outside.
Again.
Turn that in.
Tries
so
to get
he's
around
a
the
shifty
corner.
Runner.
Yes, yes, he is. Just about to the 20-yard line, gets tackled by Hudson. So about 2nd and 11 here.
And I think, if you can do that and just kind of keep it to 4 to 5 yards a pop.
Yep.
Again, it's gonna keep you into that not giving up the big play.
Right. So again, 2nd and 11 here. We'll send a man in motion. Handoff up the middle.
Again.
Bolsky making
a
move.
Stays low to the ground.
Grinding through there.
And again, we talk a lot about these running backs and what you look for. And when you see a kid that's always falling forward, then you add into that a little bit of speed and a little bit of power.
Yeah.
It's easy for a fullback like that to pick up 3-4 yards a pop just based on even getting a mediocre block on the line. Comes a blitz.
Ooh, almost got him in the backfield there. Little handoff. I'm not sure. It's going to be tight. Looked like a first down, though. Yeah, they did almost have him in the backfield. That was close.
Cade Sundin on the blitz that time just slowed him down a little bit, and they needed a yard or two, and they picked it up.
So a 1st and goal coming up for Muskego Warriors here. Very methodical drive down here. One pass, everything else has been running. Again, 1st and goal.
Here comes Current again. Turn that up.
Turns right up the middle. Hudson gets a couple guys on him, down to the 4.
Jacob Hansen on that tackle. Those linebackers are going to be active today, and that's part of the reason I think they switched the defense up a little bit. They just knowing that, hey, they're going to pound that middle with Bolsky. That time it was Current cutting it up.
So 2nd down on the 4. Another handoff. Right up the middle. Stop short, it looks like, though. Down to the 1. Hudson holding them so far here. I'll tell you, just it's a bruising line there, just pushing them. So 3rd and goal here. The ball sits just outside the 1-yard line.
Need some penetration on this play. Bolsky again.
Another handoff up the
into
left
the end
side.
Zone that time.
Touchdown. Muskego. Well, a very impressive opening drive for the Muskego Warriors. They just kind of marched down the field.
Yeah, again, impressed with that offensive line. They're not only are they big, but they're certainly active. I've seen they've been pulling on some of their plays here. Bigger guys getting out, just getting an extra chip. Nice block kick that time by Gillick. Got around that side.
Nice job, Gillick. I was adjusting the
Came
score, missed it.
Unprotected and got out in front of that play. Nice play.
Wow, just untouched on that left side. That away, Gillick.
And that is, to be able to do that, you got to be a little bit crazy like Nick Gillick is.
Yeah,
willing to give yourself up and get out in front of that. Because sometimes it hits you right in the stomach. It doesn't feel so
That
good.
does not feel good. Well, nice job by Nick Gillick on the block there. So a 6-0 lead right now for Muskego.
So, yeah, very methodical. No big runs, but you saw that big pass play they had to the tight end for about 30 yards. Not going to see them probably pass a lot, but you got to be prepared for it.
Sure.
Big target there for them. So Hudson will get the ball back here. I mentioned it in the pregame that Muskego has one of the best defenses in the state. They've only given up 52 points all year.
My goodness.
So
wow,
it's going to be a big test for the Hudson Raiders here. We'll see. I think they're going to probably show some things we haven't seen all year.
Glenn Hove will kick for the Warriors.
Pick it up. There you go. Bounting with the ball with the carry. Spin move outside. Gets to about the 28-yard line.
Number 4, Troy Bounting. Returns the kick.
all right.
So we'll see here. The Raiders, again, you're going to see in the backfield Bounting. You're going to also see, obviously, number 11, Mateo Bonin.
Yep.
We'll see if Hudson spreads out. What on tape I saw, Arrowhead had some luck passing the football, which puts a lot of pressure on your line and quarterback. They certainly need to give him some time to be able to do some things there. For Muskego, number 24, we mentioned him in the pregame. That's your all-state player. That's the kid going to Madison, Hunter Wohler. So
Wow.
keep an eye out for
Playing
him.
safety, correct?
He's a safety. Yep.
Yep. A little high snap.
There
Hand
goes
off to
Bonin.
Bonin. Bonin jumps around one, moves to the outside, picks up a smooth 7-8 yards there.
Nice block on that outside, too. I believe
Absolutely.
that was Warner out there.
Mateo Bonin on the carry for Hudson. Tackled by number 24, Hudson.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 1.
Hunter Wohler.
Yeah, great block on the outside to help spring him around that corner, and excellent work as always by Bonin. So ball on the 37-yard line. Right up the middle
There
they
it
go.
is.
That's Bonin. He'll pick up the first down and one or two more. So nice run up the middle.
So, last week against Rapids, Bonin played about two quarters,
Yeah.
a little over 2 quarters. He had that one long carry for a touchdown, then they kind of banked him for the game.
Yeah.
I've mentioned it before, and today it's probably more evident than ever. You got to get him the ball 20, 25 times.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's in the run game, the pass game. That's just somebody that is a game breaker for you. He's a mismatch against most defenses. Up the middle that time. Nice job by the line. Blake Anderson that time. Riley Hess cleared out that right side. Couple bodies on the field. Nice work.
Excellent run up the middle there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4.
Jaden Warner.
So Warner with a nice drive up the middle there, switching it up just a little bit.
Yeah, so, good for Jaden Warner. He's getting some playing time. Hudson's down a couple running backs for the year.
Got a couple guys
and,
out.
So with Hunter Danielson out with an injury, and also Zach Kokendorfer, Warner's
right.
getting some playing time. We also saw Tim Hasapopoulos. He might get some
yep.
runs tonight.
That's right. And Anderson hands this one off again. Nope, keeps it around the outside. Sorry, faked me out on that one. Bonin around the outside shoulder.
Yeah, nice option.
Picked up
good,
about 3 on the
good
option.
decision that time by Owen. So the other kid we got to talk about that's going to be running the football tonight as well is Anderson. And
yeah.
as a running team, and that kind of bread and butter, your bread and butter play is really the option.
Yep.
Your quarterback's going to get some carries too. So expect Owen to have a big game on the ground as well.
All right, so 3rd and short here. Need about 1 yard to pick up right over midfield now at the 48-yard line. Hand off to Bonin. Wow,
nice
that
job
and more.
again.
Bonin just crushes through the middle, picks up about 7 on that carry. Great job by Mateo.
Nice job again, where you see that offensive line down the field getting a push. You had Blake Anderson, 74. You had Ben Stelsner, 76. They're engaging to the next level. They're getting to those linebackers, keeping the block going, and then Mateo can obviously, just with his speed and power, get those extra yards.
Nice grinding run up the middle. So first down here on the 43-yard line. Owen, handoff. Nope, keeps it. Owen takes it right up the middle. Picks up about 6 on that one. Nice run by Owen Anderson on the keeper.
Again, good decision again by Owen. So we talked a little bit about the defense here for Muskego. Number 30, Jared Belfus. He's a kid to watch out there. Another kid looking really active right now is number 44, Anthony Tomzak. He's an inside linebacker.
So 2nd and 6 here. Hudson taking her down the field. We're on the 38-yard line. Owen keeps this one, goes off to the right. Owen looks to cut up field, caught
Not
from
much that
behind.
time.
Maybe a yard on that one. Great pursuit by Muskego.
Yeah, down the line that time, one of the linemen just kind of followed. That was a designed quarterback keep to that right side. So 3rd and about 5 here for the Raiders. We'll see how that goes. Hudson that time went with a jumbo package, which means they had another lineman technically, but it's a tight end. I believe that's going to be Andrew Coffey tonight, number 41. Just saw him come off the field. So we're bunched over here. Check out where Bonnen's at. See if there's a play here where they try to free him up.
Oh, Owen in trouble in the backfield. Sacked. Muskego gets to him. He was looking left. Nothing was really coming together, and the line just couldn't hold the black wave of Warrior players, and sacked for a loss on that one.
We talked about that. When Hudson gets into that pass situation, you've just got to give him some time. There was some confusion down here, too, in the route. I saw a couple of receivers kind of pull their routes short. So not sure if they saw that the might have been a design to go to the top of the field there to the right. But
Number 3.
So decent drive, stalled out about midfield here, but important here to cover this punt and not give Muskego any extra space.
Carter with a nice punt. Hits it about the 3, but it doesn't stay out, though. Goes right in.
Yeah. That's the one where you want to drop it in there with a little hang time, kind of like a pitching wedge, get a little backspin on it.
A little 56-degreer.
Yeah, right.
You know about golf. All you golfers are like, come on. I love it. A little bit of antics after the play out there. There was 2 players that kind of locked horns at the 35. So.
Oh yeah.
Both these
I must
teams.
Have missed that.
Yeah, there's some.
Was it number 42 for Hudson?
It was
it?
not. It
okay.
was not Mr.
Okay.
Sundin. So 2nd drive of the game coming up here for Muskego Warriors. Got 2:53 left to go in this first quarter.
Bolski again, low to the ground.
Yep. Picks up about 10 and more. Here he goes, Bolski, trying to just barrel through. Wow, what great job protecting the ball there.
He's so low to the ground that
My
you got to
goodness.
start thinking about ankle tackling.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. If you're upright trying to tackle him and he hits you in the chest with his helmet, he's got the advantage. Again, it's that leverage thing.
Yeah.
So give yourself up, go for the anchors or go low.
Yep.
That's the only way you're going to probably bring them down.
So first down for the Warriors here on their own 45. Hand
Comes
off
that
to
outside
the near
play.
side, the outside play.
Nice
she called
play,
it.
Morey.
Tackle.
Nice tackle. Good fill that time by the safety, Brandon Morey, number 21. That's what we can't allow is to let him get outside, and the safety came up and covered that.
Great play by Brandon Morey.
On the tackle.
Current trying, like you said, to turn the corner. So 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd down.
When we talk about packed into the booth tonight, we've got about 20 guys in the booth. It's crazy up here.
Sardines here.
I know. 2nd down 6 coming up here. Right in front of us, the Warriors. 2nd drive of the game.
Here it comes that time.
Handoff to
Good
the near
job,
side.
Holden
Great
Lukens.
tackle.
Holden Lukens held his block right there, was able to just turn the runner back, get an arm on him, and hold that for no gain. Nice job.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Oh, big 3rd down coming up right now. This would be fun if we could stop them on this, get the ball back, and get some offensive momentum going again.
Coming around on the right side this time.
Oh, ball loose! Ball loose! I think it's Hudson ball. They're signaling
I think Sundin
Yep,
was the one
Hudson
that
ball! Woo!
fumble. Let me just watch
Big
this
time
replay
play
here.
by number 42, Sundin, I believe.
That was Sundin that time that drove the football loose.
Nice work by Hudson. The Raiders with a big play there. Turnover. Hudson gains control. Big break.
That's
for
what
them.
I was talking about. Getting low to the ground, being able to get to them where you can actually make a tackle, not get run over. So big turnover that time for the Raider defense.
Sorry, did I blow the audio out on that one? I had to give a little bit of a woo on that one. That was a big play. Well, nice job by Mr. Sundin getting low and knocking that ball loose. So great field position here. Not only a stop, obviously, but great field position for our 2nd offensive drive here. We got a minute 16 in the first quarter. Option. Boy, they're quick. They got back there in a hurry.
Very quick. And you know, so that's 2 times in a row we're running Mateo Bonin in that motion there kind of as a wideout. And it's a long way to run to get yourself into that option play.
Right.
You know, he's got to catch up to the quarterback yet. So it might be a situation where the snap might be just coming a little bit early, because that time where Owen was trying to get out there and expecting a pitch man, Bonin hadn't quite caught up to him yet.
So a loss on the play, 2nd down, 14 to go. Owen with it this side now. Looks to pitch it on out. He does. It's Bonin. Bonin gets around 1, lowers the boom, gets back to the 45-yard line. Some big hitting out there by some big boys.
That was Wooler that time.
Big time.
And he's known as being a big hitter.
Big time on both sides. So that'll bring up a 3rd and long here. It looks like about 3rd and 8.
So Coffee off this time. They were in that jumbo package again, like I mentioned. He's going to line up as a tight end outside the tackle when you see number 41 in the game. So again, probably a passing down here for the Raiders. Offensive line's got to do a better job than they did last time, giving Owen some time. Let the play develop a little bit.
So again, 3rd and long. Owen takes a little bit of a low snap. Man gets right up the
Up
middle.
in the air.
Sends it over to the left side. Nobody home. Overthrew that one. Boy, somebody just cut loose right up the middle for the Warriors there. And
yeah, they sent a blitz. Looked like it was probably a DB or a safety that came in there. Disguised it well and got in right away on Owen. He was looking for his primary target that time was Bonin, really the only guy on the route.
Brings up 4th down.
Oh, there we go. All right, 29 seconds left to go. It's a 4th down. Punt coming up. Herrick back to punt. Last one he sent down to the 3 and fired it on into the end zone. This time he
better hang time
more
this
hang
time.
Yeah, out to that left side now. Hits it about the 11 and goes out of bounds.
Well,
at the 12.
Hey,
we'll take
we're
that.
almost through
We'll
this
take that,
first quarter, 6-0.
We'll take that.
Defense has played, pretty well. Again, with the exception of that one big play that they had in the passing game, it's been, maybe a couple runs of 6-8 yards, but otherwise it's about 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Again, hopefully those defensive coaches are just saying, "Look, hey guys, we got to get low on those tackles." And the same goes for the defensive line. I talk about this a lot. You're not always going to make a tackle, but like Holden Lukens did that last drive, just hold your spot. Don't give ground. Make a pile if you have to, whatever it is.
All right, so Muskego 1st and 10 here on their 12. Handoff right up the middle. Again, getting low. Picks up about 8 on that play, brings it out to the 20-yard line. So Amelsberg on the tackle.
All right, looks like they're going to flip-flop here. We got 4 seconds left in the quarter. So
2 and 1. We'll change that on our dial.
Lots of pounding out there between both teams. So I mentioned the heat before. It is a hot day today. Hopefully lots of water on the sidelines. Everybody's staying hydrated because it's going to be like that all game. This
brings you back to early in the season when we saw all the hamstrings and the cramps going on, and I think it's an excellent point. You got to keep the hydration going because it is warm out there today, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, that Menominee game is the one you're talking about, and they were, as we were as well, kind of short with players, and then all of a sudden they started losing kids. And I mentioned it before, and people laughed because I mentioned it in the broadcast, but when I used to play, we had a trainer, and she would always make me pound pickle juice.
That's right. You were the pickle juice pounder,
And it works. So Pedialyte, bananas, whatever it might be, but just plain good old water does the trick too. You just got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like the old school Gatorade.
That's right. Yeah. Plug your nose and drink.
Yeah, let her rip. All right, so we'll throw 12 minutes on the clock out there. Second quarter just about to get underway. Again, 2nd down, 2 to go. Muskego set up in their typical crouched formation almost out there. Very, very low.
That quick
handoff comes to the near side here, cuts up, makes a man or two miss. Nice run there. Wow, out to about the 39-yard line, 38-yard line.
Yeah.
That'll move the chains. What a nice run.
Yeah, shifty runner. I'll get a name for you here on number 29. He's been getting the ball a fair amount of time as well. Is that Wooler? It looks like that is Carson Holman, number 29. So nice set of running backs there for Muskego. Fullback again. Get low, boys.
Picks up a couple on that one, so that'll bring up a second down and about 6. What was the name again on the last guy?
Number 29, that's
Number
Holman.
42,
Carson Holman.
Carson Holman.
in
Got
on the tackle for the Raiders.
it. Winging it a little bit with our rosters being MIA. I guess that's
We
what
do
you
the
get
best we can, man.
when you go on the road.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to do?
Just nice to be
Print
able to have a
rosters
place
here?
to play this game. I mean,
I
both
know,
teams really
I know.
wanted to do it, so appreciate, again,
Yeah.
Sauk Prairie getting us in here.
Hand off to the near side.
Oh, they
got
had
a
him
touch
there.
on him
They
in the
had him.
backfield. Good tackle. Held him short, though. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2. So, yeah, talked to the AD pregame. Really nice guy. And this field's brand new.
Brand new, yeah. I think
Brand new. Brand spanking new.
is this the first year or second year?
First year. He
Okay.
said brand new first year. Beautiful field. My goodness.
3rd and 2.
Very nice. And they're doing some more construction just down to the,
Yeah,
I guess
I
the
see
north
that.
side
They got
there.
the
They're
cranes going and
putting a
all
pool
kinds
in,
of
a
stuff.
pool or a pond in down there. And, yeah, some big construction going on.
Bolski
Handoff.
again.
Oh, just
so
low
low
as
to the
can
ground.
be. He was literally like 2 inches off the ground, falling forward. 2 hands on the ball, picks up the first down. He is, what a style of running.
Number 21, Brandon Moray.
Yeah, so it's, it's again one of those things that we're getting in the backfield. We're getting a hand on him, but he's a big enough kid, strong enough kid, fast enough kid to be able to move the pile.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 here on the 38, the Hudson 38. Holds on
Coming
to it.
around this
Coming
time.
around to the near side. Nothing but
He's
room in
got
front of him
blocking.
right now. Tons of room.
Wohlers
Flag,
that
2
time.
flags down on the play.
It looked like a hold up here at the line of scrimmage.
You want to scoot over, you can.
So I think it was one of the defensive ends or defensive backs there that looked like he might have been held.
Okay. Big pickup by Muskego on that one. So we'll see what the refs have
They're
to say.
moving him back.
Looks like they are. That's good for Hudson. So 2nd down coming up here, and they'll.
Holding Muskego.
Yep. So I'll move this one back to the 35.
So that happened downfield a little bit.
Yeah.
Not sure who. It might have been Jillick that he actually kind of got pulled to the ground.
Ball
So
marked at the 35-yard line.
Do think the ref crew this afternoon's doing a great job. So
Yeah.
first and 7 for Muskego. About just under 10 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Handoff right up
again
the
that
middle.
time,
Wow.
nice job, low
Nice.
penetration. I think that was Sundin getting low and just being able to hold on. But like I said, it's not like you're going to get a lot of. It's not like you're going to probably tackle him one-on-one. You might have to just slow him down.
Right.
As long as you're holding on to him.
Right,
Let
right.
somebody else come and.
Get in on that hit, yeah. God, it's just it's crazy how low this guy is when he runs. So 2nd down coming up right now, 2nd and 7. Muskego moving the chains slowly but surely here.
Hudson showing blitz, backs out of it. Pass
Fake
play.
there, pass coming back, looking to
Get
his
some
right,
pressure.
some pressure, throws left, into coverage.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown, Muskego. Launches that one right over the heads of 2 defenders. I thought we had that one for sure, but just out of reach of both of them.
Looked like it was well covered. I don't know. It's
Get
just
the replay right here. So Current on the touchdown. What a pass.
Number 91, Nikita Gladko, on for the extra point for the Warriors.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm speculating here, but it looked like the Hudson guys were holding up like they thought it was going to float and be short. And then it just kept going.
The wind's going that direction. It almost looked like possibly the sun might have gotten their eyes. As weird as that sounds.
Sure, yeah.
But,
it is over our right shoulder. Yeah.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
The one rule is you never let them get behind you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just do your best to try to stay in front of it. But, and again, you're going to see Muskego, what is that, 2 passes so far?
Yep, 2. That's right.
In the books, what I've seen is, they're not even throwing for 100 yards a game. It's ground,
Right.
ground.
Right.
But then all of a sudden, guess what? They're going to throw something else at you. They got the athletes to be able to do it. And it was a nice play by the quarterback. Hudson had some penetration that time, getting close to the quarterback, but again, he had plenty of time, set his feet, and launched about a 40-yard pass.
Let her rip.
Muskego going for 2 here. Nope, they're going to kick it.
I'm not sure what the delay was there, but we'll get her situated here so we can get another Jillick around the corner block.
That might have been what they talked about.
Oh, he almost got there.
The kick is good.
So, again, couple of big plays by their offense. Had some nice ground runs there as well, but those 2 big pass plays right now are what stand out as far as what Muskego's been able to do on offense.
Well, it's got to be tough to ground and pound,
Yeah.
and you almost get lulled into that where you're like, expect the run, get ready to play the run.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, they're just setting up the big play.
Yep, certainly, again, well coached, right?
Yeah,
I mean, 34
absolutely.
wins in a row.
Absolutely,
2 state championships. So these guys to our right between the booth, they're watching things down there that they see, and they got the matchup they wanted.
Yep.
So
again,
again, offensively for Hudson here, it's getting back to what you're good at. So I mentioned before Bonin running these long motion plays. We were having success earlier in the game keeping him in the backfield.
Agreed.
Not necessarily having to make him go so far, waiting for that timing piece.
For Hudson.
So we'll see if we go back to that.
So the kickoff coming now from
Nice
the
boot.
40. Huge kick there into the end zone, almost out of the back there. Big boot.
Gladko's kick into the end zone.
So 9:08 left to go in this second quarter. Hudson back in the offensive seat. We'll see what they can come up with here.
Yeah, so 9 minutes left in the second quarter. What we're looking for here is a sustained drive. Obviously, points would be great, but a quick 3 and out or something like that is not what you want to do right now if you're Hudson on offense.
20-yard line. First and 10, Hudson.
The slide in front of you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I can see
Sorry, I
out
had
the
to
window.
adjust the audio on
So
my
Bonin
side.
back in the backfield this time.
Oh, and handoff. Bonin goes to the left. Makes a guy or 2 miss there. Picks up about 3 or 4. Adam, will you text back and see if that audio is better? Thank you. So Bonin again picked up about 3, I believe, on that play. It'll get him out to the 22, 23-yard line. So brings up a second.
Lawrence, number 69. Excuse me, I watched him in warm-ups. Great big kid. I'll see if I can pull up his measurables, but yeah, I mean, when you got a big line and you got one kid that stands out, he's bigger than the
really
rest,
big.
right?
Yep. So
6'1",
Owen rolls out to
270.
this left side.
Oh, I think he's out of bounds.
Got a guy, but catches that one well out of bounds. That was bouncing on the reception.
Number 11, Bueller. We mentioned him in the pregame too. He's a nice corner they've got out there.
Bueller.
Yeah, Bueller. Yeah, I think he's gotten that before.
Yeah, has anybody ever said that to him before? He's probably young enough where he's like, now what movie?
What is that?
I'm sure he's watched it, though. He pulled out an old VHS tape and watched the Little Ferris. Awesome. Thanks, Adam.
Nice coverage that time.
Yeah.
Had plenty of Warriors over on that side. But Bouning's a kid that's got to kind of get things going, help the offense a little bit. Hopefully we can get him involved.
So 3rd down, 8 to go. You heard over the PA here on the 22-yard line. Anderson back in the shotgun. He'll look off to his right, pitches it over to Bonin. Bonin with a rare.
Had a couple of blockers out there,
slip,
too. I mean, he would have had to slip the first wave, but he had Herink and Lewis out there on that right side.
So I'll lose 2 on that one and bring out the kicking unit. 4th down here. Yeah, rare slip there by Bonin as he just was trying to cut up field after he caught the ball and just lost the footing there. So it's all right. Get him back out there next round. Okay, so Hernick back to kick. He's on his 3-yard line here. So probably result in some pretty good field position for this Muskego squad. A little bit of a short poocher here. It goes to the 40, gets a Hudson bounce down to the 45. Wow.
Yeah,
Very fortunate
that time.
bounce
Very
there by
fortunate
Hudson.
bounce.
Yeah. So down that one at the 42.
That's my pitching wedge shot right there. It doesn't go back. It just keeps rolling.
Right.
So,
more of a bump and run,
yeah,
less of a pitch. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Well, that bump
if Frank
and run.
Anderson's listening, he could attest to that.
Frank the Catch Anderson. I'm sure he's working away. It's
He
a Friday afternoon.
He might be watching this afternoon.
He works late all the time.
I got quite a few texts from people that said that they were going to be watching today.
Oh, nice. Love it. Well, with our positioning up in the booth, it's tough for me to kind of do everything and have Aaron able to do everything as well.
It's the volume. It's up.
Okay. A little bit of movement there at the line. They'll hand this one off to the near side. Picks up about 7 on that play. You said volume's okay now?
Volume sounds like probably a little better that time.
Had a little bit of an issue earlier.
Brady Pronshinsky, number 9, and now in the mix at linebacker, so he'll get rotated in a little bit.
So 2nd and 3 to go here. Muskego, boy, they brought a big old crowd with them.
Well, they only had to go an hour and a half.
I know, right? Handoff up the middle, picks up the first down and more, down to about the 41-yard line.
Polsky on the carry. Number 90, Will McDonald for Hudson in on the tackle.
Mr. McDonald, all right. Recognize that name. His brother played for the Raiders last year, Cade. Now a Badger, I believe. So first down for the Muskego Warriors. They'll move the chains down to
Raiders showing blitz. Pronshinsky up the middle, number 9.
42.
Got blocked out of that play.
Right up the middle. Boy, just kind of weaving through traffic there. Picks up 12 and makes it look easy.
Yeah, they're getting some nice blocks at the point of attack there. And, again, we mentioned that their backs are really smooth. If you watch them, they aren't going to necessarily just hit a hole and then all of a sudden look for contact. They're going to be looking with some vision to be able to cut back, do some different things. So Hudson's D's got to tighten up here.
Yes, sir, they do. So first down right now.
Bolsky
slips one hand off, takes the second one. Oh, push from that was
there's
a flag
hold
on the
there.
inside
That's
here.
on,
Yep.
On the edge. Number 52 on that play. Kind of hooked that outside. I think it was Jillick again. They must like him. He's getting hugged a lot today.
He must be doing the right thing if that's happening to him, right?
Block in the back, I think,
it was,
is what the call will be.
You are correct, sir. So that'll push him back a couple. So 1st and 15 to go here. Time left in this quarter, 6:30 to go.
First and long.
All right, so 1st and long right now for Muskego Warriors. They'll set up in tight. Hand off to the near side now. Got around the corner.
Nice job. Good fill that time. Jillick's having a nice game coming up from the safety spot. Not afraid to get dirty, get up there and put his nose into it. Also had Hansen on that.
Nice job there. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 14 here. So a nice stop there on first down. Backed up initially with that penalty and didn't pick up a lot there. So nice job. Hudson needs to continue to roll this with this momentum for their D right now. So 2nd and 14 to go. Sends a man in motion.
Pass play.
Goes back to pass, but a whistle here. We'll get this one blown dead.
Flag on the play.
That could have been a delay of game as well. I did not see any movement on the line.
Yeah, me neither.
Yep, must have been some movement.
There you go. So that'll back them up.
It could have been the motion guy. You know, we mentioned this before in previous games, but you have to make sure if you go in motion that you stay in motion. If you stop all of a sudden and kind of stutter your feet, you can stop, but if you then kind of move again, you're going to get a call on that. So this is important right here. Again, big plays. That was going to be a pass play. And Hudson right now has them where they want them. But 2nd and 20.
Huge.
Need to be able to hold
yardage
here.
Handoff.
Counter that time.
Yep.
Current. Oh, he stiff
wow,
arms.
He got some great room.
Man.
Great block. This guy. Wow. Well, that's about 20-yard gain there.
Yeah, just a missed tackle, just kind of right off the gate there.
Well, So 1st and 10 coming up for the Warriors here. Ball is going to be marked on their 19-yard line. A huge pig up there. Just we thought we were backing them up with penalties, and they come out with a huge run.
Again.
Right up the middle. He's got room to go. Touchdown, Warriors. It's their 3rd one this afternoon. Ground and pound. They are just running right at us.
So that time the right side of the defensive line for Hudson just got crushed. They got pushed right out of the play. There was nobody there to slow down the play. He got to the 2nd level. He's a big kid, but he's quick too. And we talked about how he gets the hard yards running low to the ground, but once you get him in the open field, he's got some speed.
Well, Warriors put up 20 so far. They've got 5:48 left in this first half. Be nice to have Hudson get something on the board here before the half.
You got to do something
right?
offensively.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to put a drive together. So 3.5-hour bus trip.
Yep.
70 degrees outside. You're down 20-0. It's easy to all of a sudden say, oh, "Man, I just want to go home."
Right. Yeah.
But now isn't the time to do that. I mean,
nope.
You can, if you are able to right now score and have a nice sustained drive, you get the ball back to start the second half.
That's right.
And, again, you're still in this ball game. But what you don't want to do right now is get a quick 3-and-out or give Muskego a lot of time left on the clock, because I can tell you they're going to go for points.
Try to get another one in the end zone. So Muskego will kick this one from our right to left on the screen here. Nice boot
Another
again.
Deep boot.
Man, got a soccer player there. Speaking of soccer, I'd like to say congrats to our soccer team getting the
that's
state
awesome.
Tomorrow, right?
I'm not sure when they play. I know.
Big deal.
So yeah, they're in the pool of 4 there, and congratulations to them. Again, just like every sport that's been competing this fall, it's been different times, and to be able to have a successful season when so many things are kind of up in the air, I think is great. We've had a tennis team go to state, now soccer. I know our other teams have had some successful seasons too, so hats off to them. Congratulations.
So Hudson will work the option, our QB keeper. Boy, he gets up in, and Owen Anderson goes for a ride there at the 20. Just hit hard.
Well, the defense is as advertised. Right?
Yeah,
8
they're good.
points a game.
Yeah, and big and fast. Yeah. What was the average per game? 8?
About 8 a game.
My goodness.
Yeah, a little over 8 a game.
Wow.
And a lot of their games have been blowouts, so you're probably talking maybe garbage points at the end of games
some late
too.
stuff.
So certainly they're very stingy.
Yeah.
And that's why that first drive Hudson had, I thought, well, we should be able to move the football.
Yeah.
And
we'll see here. So Owen out to this near side here, pitches over to Bounting. Bounting hit at the 18-yard line and goes out of bounds at about the 19.
Very solid. That was number
pursuit.
11, Bueller. We mentioned him before. Came up to fill from the corner spot. Just very good tacklers as well. Like we talked about, blocking, tackling. That wins football games. And when you're solid in those fundamentals, you're going to be good.
Yeah. So 3rd and 11 coming up right now, and Hudson just trying to get out of their end a little bit. So 3rd and 11 again coming. 4:33.
It is. It's going to be a passing play here, and it's going to take time. You got to let things develop. We've got some great threats when it comes to our passing game, and you just got to give your quarterback time to do it.
Does have a little bit of time here. Oh, it's a little bit of a wobbler just over the hands. Oh.
Yeah, he had time that time on that play. Just had Bounting on the outside, had Jamison kind of on the inside. He was covered. So, again, not a lot of time taken off the clock here. You got about 4 minutes left. So, see if Hudson's defense can hold here and at least get into this half, maybe even get the ball back.
Yeah, I tell you, that could be a nice momentum boost as well. Get the D to come out, hold this high-flying Warrior offense. Herrick back to punt. Another squibber. This one's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, he's having some trouble probably right now. Just going against the wind. I mean, you can see the flags kind of blowing this direction.
It's blowing pretty good.
And not a lot of air on that one, but you could see the wind knock it down.
Yep.
Got a good bounce, though. Picked up another smooth 15 yards, so.
So they'll pick that one at, get that one at the 50-yard line right at midfield here.
How's our time? Feels like we're buzzing along here, doesn't
I know,
it? 2:44 right now.
44. 4 minutes left to go, yeah. Yeah, it does feel like it's flying right now.
So these guys are right out in front of us here. Hopefully people that are watching, watch the backfield, watch the motion in the backfield. You'll see a lot of double handoffs. You'll see a lot of just different change of direction stuff. That's Bolsky again.
Right up the middle for about 8 yards as Bolsky locks that ball in and just rambles forward on the play.
So what's happening right now, when you see him get through that line so quick, it means that they're controlling the line of scrimmage. They're moving those guys out, and it's safeties, linebackers who are the ones making the tackles. We got to get a little penetration there, not make it so easy for them.
So 2nd down, 4 to go. Handoff going to the near side this time. Head
Jillick
down.
up that time with the fill.
Good job. 3:30 to go. Jillick makes the hit, makes the tackle, but a first down for the Warriors. So moving the chains, this Warriors squad, boy, they do a good job of moving the chains. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the 36, so at the Hudson 36-yard line.
A little over 3 minutes left in the game here. Let's just see if RD can make a play here and push them back a little bit.
Muskego
that was almost a late
Yes,
late
it was.
handoff there. Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. On the outside, gets past everybody, right through the middle, just running past guys. Touchdown, Warriors.
You know,
Wow.
he is certainly a special athlete, but what I caught on film with him is just what you saw right there. It's not just straight line speed, and what he's able to do is just kind of weave his way through the defense. Big enough kid, not easy to tackle, but again, you got to get a good angle on him, and that's why it's so important on those plays to turn that play back in where you got some help on the defensive side. That time he was able to just kind of get himself out far enough, and then he cut back and broke a couple more tackles. Going for two here.
Going for 2 this time. Rolls out, looks like a pass coming up here. Nope, he's going to hold on to it. Tries to work into the middle. No go. So they
Tyler
shut
came
him
up
down.
and made that play, Evan Tyler.
That'll hold him to 26. 2:55 left to go in this 2nd quarter. So trying for the 2-pointer, unable to do it. Yeah, these guys are everything that was advertised.
Yeah, just
My
solid,
goodness,
just
a
very sound, solid.
team. Yep, both sides of the ball very, very strong, and their running game just unbelievable.
Yeah, they built a real nice program down there, and like I mentioned, it's one of the better conferences in the state, if not the best conference for Division I. So you get into that conference, and it's sink or swim. You better get competitive and get competitive quick.
Yeah.
And they right now they are certainly on top.
Well, they'll kick off again to Hudson again. I'd still like to see the offense get something going here, get maybe just a little
Got
bit
it
of
at some point,
momentum here, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Big boot again. This one will go sailing into the end zone, out of
He is
the
a
end
heck
zone.
of a kicker.
What
What
a
is
kick.
his number? Let's give him a shout out too.
Right?
'Cause
Wow. Winded his back, but still, he has got a leg
is
on
that
him. My
81
goodness.
or 91? 91? We'll find it here. That is Nikita Gladkov. He's number 91.
Nikita Gladkov.
He is a junior.
91.
Yep, there it is.
You're
Yeah,
right. Good call.
Good leg on that kid.
My goodness. Just a heck of a leg.
Solid up and down. I mean, when you can say, and I was watching their punter in warm-ups too,
Yeah.
and he's got a leg. So
You're looking for the chink in the armor, right?
yeah.
Where can bad snap there, handoff.
Yep, he's down.
Yep.
Anytime you put your knee down, that's dead play. So
A loss on the play there, loses about 5. Oh.
no, there's just no rhythm in that offense right now.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
seems to be timing's just a little bit off.
Yep.
And I thought they looked real good that first drive.
First drive, you bet. I would agree. So 2nd and 15. They'll try to hand this one off up the middle here. That was Bonin, I believe, and just nothing going on in the middle right now.
Timeout. So I'm going to tell you what's happening. They're looking to get
smart.
the ball
Yep,
back.
They want to get the ball back. They're calling a timeout. The Warriors are thinking, well, let's shut them down on this one, and we get the ball back. We got 2:20 left to go. Yep, it's like pro caliber coaching going on right now, right?
No.
Get a timeout in quick. We're gonna get this
Good
ball
coaching,
back.
you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
you're right. Yeah.
Sometimes you can overthink it, but
Yep.
you know, okay. They haven't been able to shut us down on offense, so he's thinking, hey, we got him pinned back here, third and 12 or so.
Yep.
15.
At least, yep.
2:21 left, and I got a couple timeouts. Plus, I've got a dynamic punt returner with Wooler, who just hasn't had a chance to touch the ball yet back there. But can't blame him.
All right, so big 3rd down coming up right now. This is a 3rd and, let's see, 14 coming up for Hudson. Penned back in their end right now. Ball on the 16. Ball on the 13. Passing play obviously coming up. Owen takes this snap. Drops back. Has time. Looks over the middle.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, intercepted. Trying to hit Bounty and cutting through the middle. And just
That's Wooler right there.
Right to Wooler.
You got to tackle
still alive.
him, guys.
He is still rolling. Wooler still going down to the 5. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds. Everybody kind of quit on the play, and he just kept going.
2 guys go up to him and try to throw a shoulder at him. I mean, again, tackle. And I'm not sure what happened that time. You know, Boning was going back for that pass and just wasn't expecting the football. Wooler, again, all-state safety, just sitting right there, sitting right down on the route, got the pick. But then the other, 15 yards he got after that because of sloppy tackling, that was uncalled for.
Well, ball on the 5-yard line, 6 yard line here. 1st and goal right now for the Warriors. Handoff going around the near side here, trying to cut the corner.
Got to get there.
Pushed out of bounds.
He got in the end zone.
In. Great effort again by the Warriors. Just hits the pylon as he's getting pushed out of the play, and another touchdown.
So, what did we say? 2:15 or so was about the clock that was left in the quarter when the interception happened.
Yep.
Now we're at 2:01. That's how quickly it happens.
Wow. So going for the point after now. They'll set it up. Punt up, and it's good. We'll make it 33. Muskego just absolutely stepping on the gas this afternoon.
Yeah, and I, knew that they had a lot of firepower, knew that their defense was going to be stingy. My thought was, well, gosh, if Hudson can keep the game in the 20s, something like that. Well, we're well beyond that at this point.
Yep.
And so it's right now, again, it's for Hudson. It's about getting a little bit of balance. You got 2 games left in the season.
Right.
So you can't hang your hat on this and say, oh, jeez, we're done.
Right, right. Agree.
Appreciate the opportunity. It certainly gives you a chance to size yourself up against the best team in the state.
Right.
But Hudson's better than this.
Yeah.
So they need to come out and show it here in the second half.
Yep, and I would agree. I think at half, they're gonna, we got to sink in what happened, and then let's move forward, right? And let's not quit on this game by any means. Let's get out.
Got a new kicker in there now. Decided to give an old 91 a break, so we'll see what we got. We got a lefty coming.
Legs getting tired.
Yeah. Well, and he's got a boot
not
too.
Bad. Down to the almost out of the end zone there.
It's like showing off all your toys, right? Is it Christmas time?
Right? Yeah,
I got another one of those. Let me show. I'll put him out here. He's shiny too, but he's
I got
lefty.
somebody. And I'm going to throw a couple quick shout-outs to brighten my day over here. Todd Hallinan, thanks for tuning in. Tom Dewey, thanks for tuning in. Chris Jansen, I'm sure you're tuned in out there. Thank you.
So, 2 minutes left.
Yep.
And you have 2 timeouts. Again, go out of bounds with 2 minutes left. That's going to stop the clock as well. So, put something together here, boys. Let's see if we can have a little momentum here to finish this half.
So Owen back in the shotgun now. Hand off up the middle. Picks up 5, 10.
Nice
15,
run.
18. Nice job. Nice run up the middle.
And he broke the tackle of Wooler there. Came up and just kind of shifted a little bit.
Warner?
That was Warner that time.
All right, so a good first down there. A whistle on the play.
Timeout. Coach Cowles didn't look too happy. Might not have had the personnel he wanted for that play call. So, nice run, 15 yards here to start this drive. See if we can, I'm sure Coach Cowles wishes he didn't have to burn that timeout, but again, like I mentioned, they're going to stop the clock when there's a first down, set the ball. They're also going to stop it on any play that goes out of bounds. So, got some time yet.
Throw another shout out to Jack, my oldest, watching wherever he's at. Appreciate you tuning in out there.
Early release today, right?
Yeah.
For those boys and girls?
Yep, boys and girls got out a little bit early today.
I know we've got a lot of people watching. Hopefully they'll stick with us, see if Hudson can get a little bit of something going here.
That's right.
But, yeah, nice Saturday afternoon.
Gorgeous
Play hooky
day.
from work.
Gorgeous day.
Warner again up the middle.
Nice.
Getting some nice blocks there. The
6
line
yards.
giving them some room.
Nice little run there. So 2nd and 5 to go here. Maybe 4.
So clock running. We're down to about 1:25 left in the quarter and the half. A little bit of urgency here for the Raiders to keep the drive going to finish here.
Keep the big wheel turning. So 2nd and 4 here. Owen keeps this one. Bounces out to the right.
Nothing there. Good
Nothing
pursuit that time. That was Belfast, number 30. Came from the right side of the line.
Just a wall of black jerseys over there.
There's not much happening for Hudson really outside the middle. In other words, the middle has been working, albeit small chunks at a time, but anytime we've gotten outside, it's pretty much been a loss. That all has to do with pursuit. They got athletes on the line. They got athletes.
3rd down. Nice job, Bonin, right up the gut. Picks up the first down on that one. Time keeps on ticking here. We got 42 seconds to go in this first half. Just for old time's sake, let's pick up some points here.
Well, you got 37 seconds. Clock is running at this point.
Yes, it is.
So if you're going to take a shot, now would probably be the time.
30. All right, so Owen will send Bounting in motion. He'll roll out to the left. Option out to Bounting. Bounting does not even make it back to the line of scrimmage here. 20 seconds, we'll get a flag.
Looks like probably a late hit there.
Yep.
So I'd like to see him throw the football. I mean, we got 20 seconds left here.
Absolutely.
We're going to get some yards tacked on. You got a couple cracks at it. Don't be afraid to put Mateo out in the pass play here.
So first, and wow, they're going to move this all the way inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
From the Muskego 37-yard line.
All right. So 20 seconds
so
to go
out,
here. Yeah.
Split this time. You got Jamison on this side, also Bounty number 4. They are certainly going to pass. Here comes the blitz.
Back.
Good pickup by Warner's. Got to get rid of it.
Chucks it down the right side. Jump ball intercepted at the 1-yard line. Tried to hit Bounting, but boy, thrown into double coverage back there. They did a great job.
Yeah, that was Bueller. That play's worked. I mean, you know when you can get the ball up, Bounting's going to be aggressive and go up and get it, but you're going against some athletes back there. You're going against a couple of all-state guys in that defensive backfield. Bueller's a nice-looking player. Certainly has the size. He looks to me to be about 6 feet, 6'1", something like that. Pretty good athlete. Saw him come up and make a couple nice tackles in this half as well.
Well, 12 seconds left to go, and
yeah, Bueller is 6'1", 188.
They're going to take a knee. They'll let this one click down. And that will bring us to the half here. Muskego Warriors driving the bus right now, 33-0 against Hudson. Again, appreciate you tuning in here. We're going to try to catch up on some of those shout-outs on the laptop. We're so cramped up here, it's tough to look at anything hardly besides them. Well, like you said, Muskego is going to kick off to us. A little bit shorter punt. That one actually hit the 1-yard line this time instead of going out of the back of the end zone. Hey, quick shout out, a couple guys checking in. The 9th grade football coaches.
Yeah, Coach Matson and Coach Weiss. Shout out to those guys. Nice job this year. We got a chance to cover your team a couple of times, and very impressed.
Good team,
I think that's going to be a good group of kids coming up.
Definitely agree
in the
with
ranks
that.
for Hudson, and they did a nice job. They played a lot of kids when we saw them the 2 times we did, and lots of options there. There's plenty of kids and plenty of athletes too. So
yeah, good-looking squad. Owen will hand this one off up the middle. Nice run by Bonin. Gets about 6 on that one. Just grinding through some players there.
So that's what's been working, or I guess you can say the best thing that's been working for Hudson that first half is really the stuff just off guard. Getting kind of that straight push. Everything that seems to be on the outside is either getting blown up by penetration or the timing isn't quite right. So I'd like to see Hudson maybe just continue to try this here. It'll open up your option game too.
Yep, again, goes back to the middle. Mateo Bonin picks up maybe 2 on the play, bring up a third and very short, 3rd and 1. I'd like to say hi to Tricia Danielson tuning in out there. Wish you were out here. Tricia was saying she wished she could make the trip.
Hopefully you're working, Tricia. I know you always have your nose to the grindstone there, so I'm sure you're putting in some hard hours today.
She is always
working.
working.
Is it Friday about 3 o'clock?
Yep.
Oh.
Movement on the line.
Well, he can move.
Got back, though, in time. No. Owen will look at the sideline now. Gets the signal in.
Just can't make contact there. Able to get reset.
3rd and short here. Option. Fed out. Look at the pursuit,
Man.
though. Get to him
Jeepers.
quick. Not even close. Lost it, 2. They're calling that they got the ball, but it was down by contact there. But, boy, what a
those
great
plays
play.
just aren't working today.
Yeah.
There's too many athletes that get to that outside. You're getting some better push in the middle of that offensive line. But, I mean, that play, case in point, as I look at the replay, there's 6 Muskego players there covering up that
Just
runner.
a black wall
One
of jerseys
blocker out
there.
6 defenders.
Yeah. Definitely.
You want to try to get the ball in Mateo Bonin's hands on the outside, but, I mean, those odds aren't real good.
Yeah. So Carter Herrick back to punt. Another boot down to the 45. Takes a Hudson bounce down to about the 38. Well, we have been getting some bounces today. I'll say that. We'll take those.
Talking about pitching wedges, that was more of a curving putt when that ball rolled about 3 more yards.
A little bit of a breakout there at the 40-yard line. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. Left to right, plays about a foot.
So what if you're a coach from Hudson? You have halftime. You're down 33-0. You made a long bus trip here.
Yeah.
You got high school kids. I mean, they can easily tune out quickly.
Yep.
The talk is just what we've been saying here, guys. Come on, let's make this respectable. We're a better football team than this. Let's see what we can do here this second half,
That's
both
right.
offensively and defensively.
Muskego handoff up
Nice
the middle.
tackle that time. Good wrap up.
Got about to the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of about 4 on the play. 9:41 to go in this 3rd quarter.
That's how you got to make that tackle. Is you really just got to get low enough. He is, like you said, from here it looks like he's 2 feet from the ground. But my guess he's probably running about
a
3 feet.
Yeah.
But always moving forward with
crazy.
some power too.
Yeah.
Bolski again.
It's like a crouching tiger position with the line there. They'll pick up the first down on that one. Rambles out to about the 49-yard line. They'll move the chains on the far side. First down for the Warriors. Will McDonald on the tackle. Kate Sundin on the last tackle. Yeah, the Muskego run game is it's really impressive. It's 5-8 yards at a crack. Again, handoff.
There's a pitch play that
Yep,
time.
out to the outside. Boy, he's got one guy to get around. He does.
Papers.
Looks like he's off to the races of 2015. He's gone.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Warriors. My goodness.
So we watch.
It was current on the
If you
on
go
the
back
carry.
and watch that, what he does very well is turns on the jets and can just stop on a dime. Had that happen twice that time, guys are setting up to tackle. He's got a nice stiff arm, broke a tackle, put on the brakes, another guy flies past him. Just again, smooth running. That's what I saw on tape. Is you think, hey, he had a 70-yard run and it was all speed. That's not him.
Yeah.
He's actually got quite a bit of shiftiness in his game, and that time, as you could see, a couple of stiff arms.
Yep.
Solid, real solid.
How many of these guys, and this is who knows if you know this one. If you do, it'll be very impressive. D1, how many of these Muskego guys are going D1, do you think?
Well, I mean, Wohlers, of course, is the one. My guess is, Current's going to probably get some looks as well.
Sure.
On the line, these guys, you don't get as much hype about the guys on the line typically unless they're, top prospects in the state. But I certainly think that there's some kids big enough with the size, with the measurables to probably play at that level. And then you got a whole bunch of other kids that are certainly good enough to play Division II, Division III.
For sure.
And so that kind of goes on both sides of the roster. I mean,
that's right.
Bolski, again, the measurables are a little smaller there, but the part of it is they're athletes too. And you get a lot of coaches that look at a kid and say, well, that kid played this position in high school, but in college he's going to play this just because he's an athlete.
Yeah, makes sense. So 8:46 to go in the third quarter, kicking off to Hudson. They'll fire this one on down to about.
He's coming. Nope, they're not going to let him return that. So
what's the call on that?
It's if it goes into the end zone, it's a touchback. It's a touchback.
Okay,
yep.
gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I think everyone's been in the end zone so far. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the first one that was close to the front side of the end zone, I guess I've seen all day. Crazy. Well, Hudson back out on the field. This is a spot that they've had the ball a couple times here right on their 20. See if they can get something going early on, able to move, but just haven't done a lot since.
Nothing again.
Keeps that one, loses about 5 on the
left
play.
That side of the line just got blown up on that play.
Brought down by a host of Warriors led by number 34, Evan Huxdor.
Just running right around them. I mean, we talk about the technique of getting out, making your block. That time, Hudson's left side, they basically had him running in turnstiles.
So 2nd and 15 here. They'll run a man in motion. Handoff again. That's Bonin. Bonin with a little bit of steam coming through there. Looks like he may have lost the ball, though.
Oh,
yep,
he did lose the football.
Oh, goodness. So a turnover right in the red zone there. So not that they needed any help, but they are getting some great field position again inside the 15. Wow. So check that. We'll have a spot right at the 16.5-yard line. So, again, great field position for the Warriors here. And so they just announced they're going to let the clock rip. So running time has been initiated over here in Sauk Prairie. So Muskego will line up again at the 16-yard line and get into the crouching tiger, hidden dragon stance. Handoff up the right side now. Runs into a couple tacklers, makes it down to about the 10-yard line. Pickup of about 7 on the play. That was Rogers on the carry for the Warriors
Mixing
that
some
time.
things up here.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like we'll see some shuffling in and out here. So Kraus does a nice job, the quarterback, of running this offense too. You know, there's a lot of mix and match when you get those things shifting. We haven't seen him have to run the football much tonight. I mean, his job has been pretty easy. He's had a couple nice passes, but didn't expect them really to pass the ball much
Another run up the left side, plows on into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. That was Rogers on the carry.
So now kind of what you're seeing, I mean, it's almost like some of our tacklers are looking like they're grabbing ghosts.
Yeah.
You know, it's just air like this.
Seeing things. Oh, goodness.
Well, and you get a program like this, and it's. I'll use another example, and maybe it's not a good one, but let's talk about St. Thomas from Minnesota for example.
Sure.
You get a team that's deep, and all of a sudden, they're good, and their first group's good, and then you put the next team in, and they're just about as good because you got kids trying to earn spots, or you got kids that in a good program that you might be a star in another Division I program, but you're not able to play because you got this Division I athlete in front of you or whatever it might be. So just based on that, we named a couple kids that we haven't heard yet. They're probably just as deep in the next level too.
And is this coming, I would assume, that this comes all the way up from boosters to, at every level. A program like this just doesn't hiccup into happening.
If you're a big school that's building a program, it doesn't matter what the sport is. And you start talking, you get these other small schools, and it's interesting. All of a sudden, you'll have a team that's really good, and you remember the names, and then all of a sudden, not so good. Well, my gosh, in 5 years they're good again. Well, guess what? Little brothers are playing, or little sisters.
Good point.
But that's with a small school. With a big school, it starts with building that program, and a good coach is going to go into the youth program and kind of tell those people this is what we want.
Sure.
Same thing goes with the middle school level. Hudson does that as well right now in Hudson. With the middle school, when I was coaching there, we were running the Hudson offense. A little bit different in the boosters, but the boosters work with the coaches to kind of know, hey, how do you want kids tackling? And that was one big thing that changed here probably 7-8 years ago with all the concussions and stuff that were coming in. The tackling kind of changed, but yeah, you want as a coach to be teaching what you want them to be doing in high school at the young levels.
Sure. Yep.
So
obviously when they hit that high school level, it's no surprise. Here's the offense for running.
It's easier to coach them. Yep. They kind of know what an option is, or they know what this type of blocking is.
So Owen hands this one off up the middle.
Just nothing going there.
It's just a bunch of black jerseys swarming in there, and Bonin with no room there. Again, starting from their own 20. Sound like a broken record today with that call as they keep running up the TDs and pinning us back at our 20 and just trying to get off the mark down there. 6:08 left to go in the third quarter. Again, running time has been initiated. I think the spread needs to be 35 points. And
that's right.
It was. Owen pitches this one on over to Bonin.
So what you don't want to see at this point is kids standing around. So what I'm watching is you get beat on a play and you stop, and then all of a sudden, it's like the play's over. You got to keep playing through. If that means going and go out and get a helmet on somebody, go out and make a block, try to spring something. And I'm seeing a lot of standing around right now, and that I'm sure has a lot to do with the heat, but it also probably has just as much to do about the fact that you're getting beat.
Sorry, I got a text coming in from the AD. I got to respond real quick.
Give him some time. Blitz coming. Oh, boy, he got right in there. That was Wohlers.
Bounting, spins off a couple there, makes a nice play after the catch.
Close to the first down there. Might be just a yard short. So on that play, I believe it was the safety that came in on that blitz, and man, did he almost lay it home. I mean, you can just see how quick Wohlers is there, number 24. Certainly an athlete, got some speed and size.
Yeah.
So Hudson's going to go for it here.
4th and 1. Hey, quick shout out to Owen Marnell and the crew. Owen, hope you're doing better. We missed you out there, and again, praying for your quick recovery. That's Owen Marnell, the global sensation.
Yeah, hopefully he's doing well.
A fan club that spans the globe. Thanks, Tim, for the update.
So Cowell's trying to maybe get them to jump or be able to get that the easy way, but Hudson's going to have to decide here. They're going to stick with it and go for it on 4th and 1. I would think if they do, again, my emphasis, my push would be let's get that middle going. Bonnet in the backfield, just straight. Let's get a straight dive here for about 2-3 yards. Don't need much. What is the temp right now?
1 second.
Coming down, we were right around 72. It's probably a high down here since we're close.
Yeah,
we're getting
hold
further
on here.
south,
I can
maybe
tell you
about
1 second.
75, something like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's see, I got a temperature deal here. So 4:17 to go. What'd you guess? 72?
I guess 72.
Dude, what? Unbelievable.
You know it.
Sundin.
You know it.
Unbelievable. This guy.
All right, let's see if we can get a push here.
Yes, sir.
3-man front there for Muskego.
4th
Quick
and 1.
dive. Let's get this thing going.
Flag
There's motion.
on the play.
That's on Hudson.
Oops.
That's on Hudson. I think Owen Anderson moved before the ball was snapped.
Keeper coming. He was getting excited about getting that play going, and
I'm sorry, that was Mateo.
all right, so that'll push them back 5 yards. So it'll be a 4th and 6 instead of a 4th and 1. They'll cycle out the offense, cycle in the kick team or punt team. 3:40, and the clock is rolling.
Just not much sync today,
No,
either
no.
offensively or defensively for Hudson. You know, I know the boys were excited to play this game. You always want to kind of you want to see how you measure up, but sometimes you got to be careful what you wish for. And I think we've seen today that this team is certainly in a different level than Hudson.
Another short kick here. Takes a Hudson bounce again, though. Across the 50, down to the 48. They'll tag that one up. So the 48, Muskego again with great field position. They've had it all day, it seems like. Well,
all right. Well,
2:44
we've
to
been
go in the
talking about
third.
the defense or the offense, and the defense hasn't done anything much better here for a while. Let's see if they can get a stop this time, and let's get the ball back for our offense. Because you right now, you know what it's like. These guys are going to keep pouring it on. They're
They're
out to show everybody, hey, it may not be state championship this year, but we certainly want to be known as the best team.
That's right.
That ball might be on the ground.
Wow. They had me misdirected on that one. I thought he was bouncing through the middle there and just, again, all that crouching behind the play in the black jerseys. It's tough to see sometimes where that ball is at. Did you see it in the replay on our?
I just think there was a little bit of a mix-up in the backfield that time.
All right. So timeout, Muskego. Interesting. Well, I sure am hoping we've got a home game next week. How about this? Are you going to be tuned in to what's happening with the when things come out? Could you
I'll
just
know
update
if nothing
me?
else. If nothing
I'll
else, I'll know by tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I don't know how late they're going to do it tonight. You know, they're
Okay.
going to wait until the games are played tonight. That puts you
Sure.
at 9, 10 o'clock.
Sure.
It's very possible that you might not know anything really till morning anyway.
Okay.
So
let's do
but
this.
by tomorrow morning, I'll certainly check it out and let you know what I find out.
And then what I will do is I'll post that up on the RaiderStreaming.com under the schedule area, and I'll open up a new tab on the homepage too, so you can tune in there next week.
The other thing I wanted to mention too, for those people that didn't get a chance to watch our interview with Coach Cowles, I think that's on the YouTube.
It is, yeah. Everything got laced together. Yep.
Okay.
So that's
worth watching.
opening of that
folks.
game. Yeah.
He reached a milestone a couple games ago of 100 wins, and certainly good to hear from him. And
handoff up the middle.
the
Brought down
thing
at the 50.
that we know about him is he doesn't necessarily like that attention and limelight, but
Yeah.
I think it's certainly worthwhile that we give kudos to all the coaches for Hudson. And,
I agree.
And all coaches across the state for what they've had to do this year and adapt to. And
I agree.
And I mentioned it before, River Falls, Chip are out. This has been kind of a year of attrition, teams that are starting the season wanting to play and can't. And we've been fortunate enough, and a lot of that has to do with the coaches just making sure that things are safe and taking care of our kids. So appreciate that.
Yep, they have done a great job. Handoff up the left side. Boy, nothing but room in front of him. Here he goes down the sideline. Big hit by Hudson, number 21, will knock him out of bounds. But a first down, nevertheless, for Muskego. I was talking to one of the coaches for Muskego before the game started today. They brought down 6 buses, and they staggered the players because they don't want any COVID. They don't want anything stopping their season.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, 6 buses.
Again, those are the precautions that the coaches are thinking about, taking care of the kids first and foremost. Football is secondary, but, it's one of those things that you want to keep letting these kids play as best you can.
Yep. They are not shutting this season down. They're keep her rolling. So just about 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Again, running time has been initiated, so we'll click over to the fourth quarter here in just about 15 seconds.
So, we'll talk about this kind of as we switch into the break, but Hudson's one of those unique situations in Division I where we're kind of almost on an island where we're at. We're the closest city to the Twin Cities, right on the border of Minnesota. In a lot of cases, people would say it makes more sense that you play Minnesota teams.
Right.
But we're in the Big Rivers Conference, which includes a couple of smaller schools. It also includes a couple of 3 Division I schools. And we talk about the Menominee always being a good team, and they are. But, again, they're smaller than a Muskego would be.
Yeah.
The difference here is Muskego plays in a Classic 8 conference, which is all Division I schools. And like I had mentioned.
Oh, it's all D1.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So Waukesha actually has 3 high schools, north, south, and west, which are all in that category as well. So point being, I guess, the competition you're looking at, we feel pretty good about ourselves who we've played, but we haven't seen a team like this.
Yeah.
And so we got to be just leery of the fact that we're playing somebody really more the size of our school.
Yeah.
And they play teams like that all the time.
Right.
So,
Well, Muskego will line up as we flop the ends here on their 25. Got the crouching tiger position by everybody. Nice hit there, but picks up a couple. That'll bring up a third
nice
and
tackle.
short.
Matt Midby in the game now, number 8 for the Raiders, comes up and fills on that play.
No, Midby, he's a first-year player, right?
Played in boosters.
Okay.
I think he played middle school, maybe 7th grade. But
nice.
He's a baseball guy. Played basketball for a while back when he was youth basketball, and I was coaching that too. So Matt's a good kid, good athlete, very fast.
That's great.
Very fast.
3rd and 3 to go here for the Warriors. No surprise, handoff coming around the near side, tons of room, blocker in front, skips around his guy into the end zone, touchdown Warriors.
So I watched that play. I'm going to watch it again, but I'm going to just count here. Just listen to me. 1, 2, 3. So we get excited about pancake blocks. I told you how I talked to my kid when he wanted to play linebacker and he was playing offensive line. I said, I'll give you $10 for every pancake you get. And he thought that was the best thing ever. Those were 4 pancake blocks on that play by Muskego.
Wow.
I saw 4 kids go right to the ground. And, again, they aren't quitting. They're up 54 to nothing.
Yep.
And they're still out there pounding. So that's all about a culture that's been set with this school.
Right.
And you mentioned about, does it start at the youth level? It's one of those things at a big school where you want to have that desire of you're going to have a special athlete like a Hunter Wool or some of these other kids that are coming up that might start playing as juniors or sophomores.
Sure.
But generally most of your kids are probably juniors, seniors in your bigger schools, which is what you want. And what you want to be able to do is have those numbers where, hey, our senior class is 30, 40 kids, our junior class is 40, 50 kids, and then that creates competition. That creates a culture that those kids want to keep wanting to play. I want to be the varsity guy, and maybe I got to wait till I'm a senior.
Yeah.
But hey, when you're winning, then that makes it all more palatable.
For sure. That's a great point. A little bit of a squib kick down to the 20-yard line gives Hudson a chance to return this one, bounting on that right side. Picks up a couple out to the 30. 9:30 to go.
Right now, points. Okay, let's figure out how to wait to get down there. It's probably going to be maybe one of our last possession of the game.
Yep.
How do we go down here, guys? Kind of a race. We're going to lose, and we're going to lose big.
Yep.
But if we can put some points on the board, feel a little bit better about the fact that we put a drive together. If for no other reason, hey, it finally worked. What our game plan is going to happen.
Handoff up the middle. Warner with the carry there. Picks up maybe one. Now, are these guys putting in their second guys, or is it still the top dudes out there?
Guys. No, there's new guys in there.
Okay.
I think they did that maybe last drive for Hudson. Looks like there's some new kids in there.
So second down, 8 to go right now. Again, the clock keeps on winding. 8:30 to go, and got the old running time up.
And one of the other big things, we talk about the guys who are scoring the touchdowns and the skill players. But really, for the most part, Hudson's gotten beat at the line of scrimmage today.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, whether it's their offensive line being able to push our defense around, but you can see it right here. I mean, we're not hardly getting an inch. And I mentioned before what was working are kind of the quick, easy stuff up the middle. Anything outside, we're just struggling. We can't. Even
with Bonnet coming to the near side here, trying to get around the corner, and they're just quite athletic on that Warrior squad. 7:46 to go here in the fourth. Big third down coming up right now, 3rd and 5. Owen Anderson rolls out to the right.
He's got him.
Bouncing. Oh, behind the D. Bouncing off to the races. 20, 15, 10.
There you go.
5 touchdown, Hudson.
Well, nice pass by Owen. Bouncing, we mentioned it before. Got himself behind the defense. I thought for a minute, we know how fast he is. We were even talking to his mom yesterday, and he runs a fast 40 there, but I thought maybe that guy was going to catch him. He turned on the burners and got to the house. So
nice
there
work.
You go.
That's what we needed. That is what we needed. Oh, I get to put some points up on the other side here. I like this.
One at a time.
That's right.
The hard way.
I'll say hats off to the Muskego fans with a big cheer as Hudson scored there. Kicks up and good. 7 of them. So got off the schneid.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of how you can compare this score to something. That's a whipping in just about every sport, right?
Yep.
Basketball.
Yep.
Anyway, Muskego,
yep.
They certainly are as advertised, and wish them the best of the luck the rest of the year too. I mean, only a couple of games. It's a hard thing. Kids last spring lost their spring sport. You think about those seniors; that was their time to kind of shine. You think about a team like this with back-to-back state championships, and certainly we're probably the odds-on favorite for this year.
Sure.
And now they can't do it. So every week, I'm sure they're thinking, we're going to prove ourselves every single week.
Prove it.
That we are the best in the state.
Yep. And you get the number 3 ranked team in the state to come out and play over here in Sauk Prairie, and they're ready to put the boots to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's that old Denny Green quote. You want to crown him?
Yeah.
Crown him.
Yeah.
That was old
Denny.
Old Denny Green had some of the best quotes, man.
Yeah.
When he was all fired up. Crown him. Go ahead. Crown him.
Yeah.
They are who we thought they are.
And we let him off the hook.
We let him off the hook. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. That character. Never been a Vikings fan in my life, but that guy, I was a fan of some of his quotes.
He was colorful. He made it interesting.
He was something. He was a character. Yep, I do miss some of his quotes from back in the day for sure.
Vikings have had a few guys like that. You remember Jerry Burns?
Yes.
Boy, those are just classic things to listen to on YouTube when he's defending his offensive coordinator Bob Schnelker. And way back in the day, I knew Burnsy's daughter.
Oh, really?
So a girl that I dated was on the same wing with her at St. Thomas, and so I got to know her a little bit. And I guess he was one of the nicest guys you want to know. But when you watch those press conferences, they're pretty hilarious.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it seems like their new coach.
Missed that play. I started yapping too much.
That's okay. We're in yap mode right now. That's all right. It was another drive up the middle. Picked up about 6. Kind of standard
Hudson's
out.
got some new guys in here, too. I see Jack Rademacher's back there at safety.
Yeah, I think his mom had checked in earlier, too. I apologize.
Nicole?
We just cannot get to all the things we want to get to tonight with our situation here. So thank you,
shout out
Nicole.
to Nicole.
Yeah, shout out
Get
to
outside there, guys. Nice tackle.
Nice
I think that was
hit there.
Stubendick that time, number 13, up with that stick. Good tackle. So they're getting to the next level, even with their backups here. And it just, again, goes to how they teach them how to block, how they teach them how to run the offense. Most teams have a fall off when you get to that second team, third team. And I'm watching this and I'm like, jeepers, look at these guys are blocking the same way that the other guys did.
Yeah.
So
3:30 to go in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10 here for the Warriors again. Handoff up the gut. Nice job. Hudson shuts them down there. So they get just over the 30 maybe. Smattering of applause out there. It's kind of a cool city here, right in the valley. It's almost like a lacrosse field.
Real
you
close,
got the big bluffs on
real
on
close
the front
to
side.
Madison here too.
Yeah.
3 minutes left here on the clock.
So 2nd down, 9 to go here. The Warriors just keep on rolling. Hand off to the near side here. Had a block,
nice tackle
nice
that
tackle
time
there. Got about
by Lukens.
Yeah, Mr. Holden Lukens. He picked up maybe 2 on the play, and Lukens with a nice tackle. So I don't think these guys have punted all day.
They have not punted.
Right? We haven't seen their punter.
Not.
Their punter's going to come out and he's going to nail one
exactly.
right at the 1, right?
So this is a game that's out of your hands right here, but you got a couple of games. Nope, it's 3rd down. So
yep, 3rd and long here, 3rd and 7.
So if they do get him in a punt situation, I think we saw one game where Hudson tried to set up a punt block. Now it's time to do it.
Sure.
You got to see it in a game situation. You can only get so many looks at a practice.
Yeah.
Just see what you can do.
Yep. So 3rd and let's go 7 here.
So are you starting to smell the mac and cheese?
So I was telling that was off camera. I think I was telling you about that. So in the Dells, there's a place called Max. 2 places. And this was pre-COVID, so I don't know if they're either or both are still in business. But I'm going to put a quick plug in for Max because it is unbelievable. The first exit when you go north out of here, and I forget what the big hotel is over there off to the right. Yeah, the Great Wolf.
Yep.
So just across that main drag from the Great Wolf up on the bluff, there's some movie theaters back there, but that's where one of the Max is at. The other one is in downtown. It's kind of old school downtown,
Gotcha.
But they have some mac and cheese that come out, and they're really good. Run up the middle. Nice job. Stuff him over on that far side. Let's bring up our 4th down. But the one you'll get a kick out of this. The one I like is called the Hangover, and it's got hot dogs in it, hash browns, some of that like hot sauce with the chicken on the outside. I forget what that one's called.
Sounds awesome.
Oh my gosh!
I think I put 5 pounds on right there.
I know. Yeah. It's nothing light going on. I'll put it on cruise control after I eat there, and hopefully we'll get home okay.
Yeah, don't get food coma.
Right.
Macaroni coma.
Just tell Adam, grab the wheel when I start to sleep. So,
interesting.
here we go. They're
This
gonna
is how
kick.
they're lining. Well, and part of it's because there's no gunners on the outside. We'll see if Hudson brings pressure here. It doesn't look like they're going to show it. Nope.
Big old boot. That one
He's
just
having probably
sits right up in the air.
He's having the same issue as Harrington.
They're blowing whistles like crazy. He thought that Hudson touched it, grabbed the ball, and went off to the races. Whistle would tell me that that's not what happened, so they'll get the mark at the 50. That one did just hang right up there, didn't it? Just sat up there.
Oh, they are.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, they're calling him back.
They're calling him back. Muskego celebrating. This game's got a little bit of everything, doesn't it? It's crazy. So Muskego's celebrating. They're calling it back. Looks like we're going to have a ball placement. I don't know. The refs are down talking to the coaches right now. 30 seconds left in the game here.
Hudson's defense is on the field, which maybe right now it leads me to believe that maybe the ball was touched, but the back might have either stepped out of bounds or put his knee down.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not going to matter much. Got about 10 seconds to go
12
here.
seconds left here,
it hasn't mattered for a while.
No.
Well, what a game! Like we've said before, they gave us everything and more. That defense, the offense, everything, every special teams, every piece of this machine that is the Warriors is firing on all cylinders. And hats off to these guys. You can see why they're two-time state champions. They've won 34 in a row now, 35 in a row. It's a machine.
Yeah, no, and you could see it even in warm-ups. How sometimes there's some pomp and circumstance when you see a team take the field or you watch them in a warm-up or whatever.
Yeah.
But you could see right away with these guys, they were big.
Yep.
When they were doing their drills, they were sharp. They all, even to the point where they were lined up for the national anthem, they were all lined up.
Hand on the shoulder. Yep.
Hand on the shoulder.
Yep.
Just
very squared
it's
away.
creating a culture.
Yep.
And getting kids to buy in, and they've done it here. So, and winning helps that. Let's be real.
Right.
I mean,
let's keep it real, right?
Coach says we need to do this. We're state champs. We better listen.
Whatever he's saying, we're doing, right? We won 30-plus so far. Let's keep it rolling. Well,
we'll know more here in the next 24 hours, 12 hours or whatever on what the fate of Hudson is. We know one thing, they're going to play another game.
Yep.
Now, the way it works with playoffs is you're guaranteed 2 games. Now, how does that work? Well, your first game you play, and that's a guarantee. If you win, you play the winner of the other game. If you lose, you have the option to play the team that lost.
Oh, really? Okay.
Then you got to figure out the logistics of it, or you can pick up another game. So there are some teams out there that opted out of playoffs, but are going to play like an extra non-conference game.
Sure. Interesting.
Again, it's a weird year. We talk about this. So funny thing, I got a text today from a friend of mine in New Richmond that said we're playing Menominee again today, and that was because Menominee's game was canceled. They were supposed to play River, and then they had, I think, another game they couldn't get to pull off. Well, then New Richmond was supposed to play Ellsworth. Ellsworth pulled out. So as of yesterday, they ended up that they were that they ultimately came together and said, let's play each other again. So
that's crazy.
And that's not normal. I mean, you'd
just
see
rolling
it in the
the
playoffs
dice, right?
maybe or something like that.
Yeah.
But
very interesting. Well, thanks for helping out today. It
Absolutely,
was a wild one. Appreciate all your help as always. Adam, thank you on the camera. Great job as always. We'll be hitting the road here for a couple-hour drive on back. Quick pitch in. If you're interested in watching the girls diving sectionals, that's going to be coming up on Raider Streaming and on the River Channel. Right around 4:45, 5 o'clock is when it starts. So we've got another group that's doing the filming on that diving, and then I'll be helping out with swimming tomorrow. That starts one of the two. Just check the schedule on Raider Streaming, and we will have the girls sectional swimming competition. And then again, good luck to the boys soccer program.
Yeah, congratulations to them.
Going to state, which is a big deal. That's awesome.
And are you guys? No, that's covered by the WIA.
Yeah, WIA covers that kind of exclusively. We couldn't even get rights if we tried. And so that'll be streamed and then broadcast on a couple channels. I'm not sure which ones, but I'm sure the that Moen and the crew are going to get that info up online for
good
everybody
luck
to
to
tune
those
in.
guys.
Yeah, best of luck to those guys. Well, again, thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate it, and we will see you next time on the River Channel and RaidersStreaming.com.